Welcome, 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 welcome. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, okay, cool, cool, cool. I'm gonna make sure we get a proper, you know, uh, banner backdrop. This will work for now. I'm not really good at stuff like that, but I tried my best.
We
Um,
work with it.
yeah, we'll work with it now until we get a nice proper one. So, um, yeah, man, this is episode one of BackBlock Stories. Um, the what which shout out to Diana right here. She actually inspired this, after we did that interview. um I thought about, I'm like, yo, like, there's so many people that were in them back blocks, stucky blocks, outlet, no outlet, one ways, and they made it out. They survived. And they're making a better way for themselves. You know what I'm saying? I feel that's what we're striving to do, is highlight that. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I think episode one is just, we're just gonna talk about our experiences, and then from here on out, we'll be interviewing people. You know what I mean? That
Yep.
survived them back blocks, man. So how you doing, man?
I'm
How was your
good.
day?
I'm good. I'm good. Good day.
Okay.
A little
Yep.
bit busy, but we're here.
Yeah, yeah. Now, um, let's just start it. All right. So, you know, I'll start it off first. Um, I feel like naturally, I'm a good person. You know what I'm saying? I'm a kind person. I have empathy. I generally love my fellow human being within reason. You know what I'm saying? Um, I feel like Philadelphia. I first came out there 2004, and that place, it really immediately it forces you to, just like, it reminds me of prison. You know what I mean? It's gonna force you in jail and shit. Like, I never been to prison, but jail and shit and like group homes and stuff. It's like you're gonna find out if what you're really made of. You know what I'm saying? And Philly
It's
is
gonna
one of
make you or break you.
yeah, and Philly is definitely one of them cities, motherfucker, is going to try you immediately. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna holler at your shorty right in front of you, like holler at your dude right in front of you, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's real nasty out there. So, I was basically like I had to turn into something I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I had to do a lot of shit that I know I have to answer to later on to the most high, right? With that, it led me down a path of popping perks, mixing perk 30s, mixing them with the Zanny Blues, the football Jones, you know what I'm saying? Just to cope with the shit I was seeing and doing and participating because, like I said, I'm naturally a good dude, a good soul, you know what I mean? But like you already know, your city, it's like it'll be eaten, you know what I mean? And once if motherfuckers wonder about you, if they have to wonder about you, that means they're gonna be able to play with you. People play with you out there, you're gonna be a fucking Philly punching bag, Philly toilet, all that. And I refuse to do that. You know what I'm saying? So um definitely got PTSD, anxiety like a motherfucker from the shit I've seen and experienced. And it's just real nasty work, man. How about yourself?
Same experience. Like it's gonna break you or make you. But again, in my side, it was kind of a little different because I grew up seeing it everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was normal, but I feared it. It was just nothing I ever said, "Oh, let me try that."
Right.
Like the most I tried was weed. Most I can take is a Motrin, and it's crazy because here it's like with the women, there isn't a woman that don't really get into none of that. Like 99% of them do.
Yeah. Facts. It's crazy you
And
said
then
that. Go ahead, go ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I'm gonna let you land. That's my
It's
fault.
like you gotta to blend in. That's what you gotta do. So when you don't see them blending in and they the topic of conversations, all that is because they not in the way.
Mm, yeah. Um, yeah, when I played them blocks, man, I seen a lot of females out there, man. Case working. I even seen in one instance, old girl was running a whole block, couple blocks. You know what I'm saying? Owning them. You know what I mean? It was off the strength of her dude was locked down, but still, nonetheless, she had the power. She had the power
Yeah.
to control life, to give life, take life. Like she was running around like that's the most. I feel like that's the most dangerous shit. A woman with power that has,
And you see it too much nowadays.
oof,
It's like the bitches got more balls than niggas in every way around.
yeah,
And again, more than half of these blocks is ran behind women.
a woman's bread too.
Yes.
A woman funding it.
Yeah, for sure.
Facts.
For sure.
I totally agree. That goes with a lot of other things too. Shit, while we bullshitting. Um,
Yeah.
First and foremost, RIP to LPG Qua. You know what I'm saying? I see you made his
Yeah.
shirt. You know what I'm saying? The city took a big loss with that. It's
Big
nasty
one.
work. You know what I'm saying? Dope shirt. Shout out to my daughter, man, Nail Babe, man. Y'all go subscribe. I mean, y'all go hit that follow button on her Instagram. She's almost to 1,000 followers and stuff, man. I made this her stuff. So yeah, that's why I'm representing her right now. Um,
That's right.
so yeah, man. Now what do you felt like, the most challenging part was, because it was it was addictive being there, getting that money. Just besides the money, just the energy, the experience, it was a thrill. Like, you
The
know,
rush.
bajando, dope pot of rock, loud, bajando, like all day, every day. Like, you know what I mean? Some days is good, a lot of days is bad, a lot of days is like, damn, am I even gonna come home? Am I even gonna make it home? How were you able to navigate through all that? Because it took me a while to really leave the blocks. I left the blocks finally like the end of 2016, early 2017. I had to leave Philly. Like I just left Philly. Like I got up, I left my job. I was delivering at Diamond Pizza. You know what that's at, right? By Temple and Temple University, that is. And I just was gone. I just went to Miami and then boom.
Best thing
But
you did.
yeah, it's like yeah. But how did you
Um, Again, with me, it was a little different because the back blocks, most of them was my house where we
mm,
was coming up in. So
yeah.
we, for like
you
siblings.
had home court advantage, basically.
Yeah.
So that's a different. I didn't have that. I was always a guest. You know what I mean? But go ahead. How was that being having home court advantage? You know what I mean?
It made me an adult very young. Seeing it because I seen it coming up, small, 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 and it became normal. But the siblings, like me and my siblings, we were used to the cops running in and seeing what was young. We knew what was what. Now it was just bad when I had friends over and that shit was going down, or
Right.
any type of guest.
Right.
But now it's the normal. It's so normal that it's like nothing to nobody.
Right.
Everybody just adapt to it. It's a rush,
Yeah.
but it's a bad outcome every time. It get worse and worse and worse.
Facts. It's to the point. We all know. Kenzo. It's always been fucked up, but now it's just like it really looks like the end times out there. You know, I never really played the main strip out. I'm always in the blocks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the Northeast, in the neighborhoods. I didn't never play the blocks in the Northeast. A lot of people get the Northeast fucked up. So, yeah, I mean,
It's
around
hard over there.
you could get smoked in Fox Chase. What you bullshitting, bro? Right on
Yeah.
Cotman, all that shit, Sunrise, all that. But yeah, I never played the Northeast blocks or nothing. That to me, I don't know it, the game and politics there, but I feel like it's way different than versus down north, Badlands, Kensington, you know what I
For
mean?
sure. Yeah, for sure.
Alany, like it's way, way different. The politics is way different. It's because it's neighborhoods, it's actual like it people get it fucked up because it looks like suburbia, but no, you'll get smoked out there. It's still Philadelphia. You know what I mean? Um, so having home court advantage for you, right? It comes with its pros and a lot of cons too, because there's a lot of hate. There's a lot of
Yeah.
hate, especially when people are doing well and especially in that game. How were you able to like, separate yourself when you finally was like, you know what, I can't be doing these back block shits no more. Like, I'm gonna die out here or I'm gonna go to jail.
Um, for almost 4 years ago, I made
Oh, you
Santo.
just
I did
recently.
Santo,
Okay.
and it changed me for the better. What changed me was the growing up mentally,
Mhm.
like wiser, knowing that if I kept doing certain shit, was going to take me certain places.
Right.
And the name, everybody be smack a hoe, smack a hoe. Came up, I came up rough. I was with the shits at all times, like,
Mhm.
but after a certain time, it was just not for me. Not saying that I won't react, but I double think it
Yeah.
now. And sometimes I'll be
Yeah.
like, damn, I feel nutty. But I know what I can get out of here. You get what I'm saying? And when you
No.
got the mindset of a business, you cannot be on that type of time no more.
Facts.
It,
I
it
agree.
messes up the money. It brings problems to the business. You can't have none of that. So
No.
now I
Facts.
just be like, go ahead. Now, if it get where it got to get, then, but I try to avoid a lot of it because I'm wiser. The old me
Right.
didn't care about consequences. Now I got too much to lose.
The old us were hella risk takers. Now we take risk in the
For
right way.
sure.
um, yeah, man, because it's like it's something in the air out there. Like I bet you, um, I don't know if you smoke bud, but if you do or did, I know you were smoking blunt after blunt after blunt after blunt just to cope, just to
It's
cope.
still like that.
Yeah, exactly. See what I mean?
Still like
Like,
that, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's. I don't know, man. You know what I mean? It's like each area. I feel like it has its own aura, energy, obviously, and its own set of fucking rules. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you can't. Every block is different. People don't understand that. You know what I mean? Only if you were outside doing shit, you know. Each block, it may look fucking the same, but each block is different, bro. Even
True.
if one person owns multiple blocks in that vicinity, it's still
They
each
all
block
still
is
different,
different.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Um, now, what do you feel like? I know you and I are on the same booking page when it comes to this. This is why we're pushing this segment right here. Catch this every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern, man. We're gonna be interviewing people, uh, young men, women, old heads, all that. You know what I'm saying? Uh, that survive these back blocks or that's at least trying to get out. You know what I mean? We're trying to inspire them, man, because there is light at the end of the tunnel. It don't always have to be game over, then you see the light. Nah, it's while you're alive, there's still light at the tunnel, man. Um,
Absolutely.
Now, what do you feel like? needs to happen? You know what I mean? For people to just, because I feel like I'm gonna just throw this percentage out. This is my logic of it. I feel like at least 85% of the people out there playing them blocks don't want to be out there. They have to be out there. You know what I'm saying? What do you feel like needs to happen for that to not be cool anymore? For people to rather just choose a different route?
Honestly, I think ain't nothing gonna change this. Because again, it gets worse and worse and worse and worse.
Mhm.
And you're right, 100%. Where people forced to be out here, a lot of people forced out here because of the broken homes. They not really going out here to do nothing but look for some love. They end up in the mix on the block, being loved by their bros on the block, the mom from the block.
Mm,
My mom was one of the moms. They had a lot of those under her wing.
right.
Definitely one of those. So I seen it. I grew up around it, and I know when we were speaking the first podcast about how that should feel to be rejected. Not that my family rejected me, but we had a lot of those around us that didn't
Rare
get that
facts.
love. So we knew to give it everywhere, every way, and we still do to right now.
All right. Nah. Like I said, I done my homework on you. Yeah, you come from like real royalty in the north, and you know what I mean. Like, your family, it's you got history, man. Yeah, your whole neighborhood is just historic. Um,
Yeah.
Now, yeah, I totally agree with that. I don't feel like it sucks, but it's just gonna get worse and worse.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I just feel like like-minded individuals like you and I will wake each other up, and at least we could just do our part. Like these are one of the things that we're doing our part this by doing this podcast and other things that we'll do in the future and all that. Um,
Yeah.
Now, where do you feel like we should go with this besides interviewing other people? You know what I'm saying? Just let it go as it flows. I was thinking
Yeah,
that.
let the ball roll.
Let the
Because you'd be
ball.
surprised who fall in here.
Hmm.
We can take it a different route.
Yeah, true that.
You'd be
True that.
surprised. You'd be surprised. It's patience and again, all open to the people.
Hmm.
A lot of people
Yeah,
be like fear to be judged and all that, et cetera, et cetera. But when you're on this type of stuff, people gonna come and say shit that you don't want to hear in the comments or whatever. You just gotta be
right.
strong minded to ignore it. But you spoke on something that you didn't speak on before.
Facts. I totally agree. Um, Hold on. Shit, my bad.
Okay.
Nah, but yeah. Um, I know, in a lot of cases, you know what I'm saying? What are your thoughts when, people mess up the money? You know what I'm saying? And they're giving, some owners are ruthless. You know that. They're diabolical, like they are soulless, demonic, and they're like, yo, I know in one instant, one bull fucked up a pack, man. I'm not gonna say where, but he fucked up, and the dude gave him like 2 hours to come up with a lot of fucking bread. And it was no way. I'm like, bro, I was thinking in my head, you might as well just kill him now. Like, you know what I mean? You're totally what's the word I'm looking for? You're just being so petty saying 2 hours. You know what I mean? He pulled up on the block, hopped out, and went up to him, and he said, I'm giving you 2 hours. And he walked away. And he hopped in his car and he left. You know what I'm saying? And we never seen the ball again. You know what I mean? He couldn't come up. I forgot what number. I can't throw a number out there because it was so long ago. It was around 2007, 8. But it was a lot of fucking money. You can't pull out unless somebody gonna give it to you
For
or it
sure,
falls
yeah.
out the sky. Like
Yeah.
it was what I was in it just I learned right there quick. I'm like, yo, Giovanni, you better not fuck up. That I have my scholar and doctorate in learning from other people's mistakes. And I'm glad I was right there to experience and feel that energy and tension because he was very liked. And soon as the owner came, all the owners, peoples, and workers that was ha 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 with him, you know how it goes. They surround him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Against him real quick.
real
Yeah.
bro. This is not a game. Like, and I was off the side. And I'm like, yo, and I learned. I was like, I was always correct with my bread. Correct. I was correct. I came correct every time, even if I lost. You know what I'm saying? There was a couple blocks I was caseworking in, and niggas effed up the shit. That falls on who? The caseworker. You know what I mean? Why you think there's a lot of fucking unalivings going on? Because it has to do a lot with that. The caseworker is forced to, or it's their ass. You know what I'm saying? So in a lot of cases, I fucking sat there and paid out of my own bread. You know what I mean? So I just won't be a fucking victim. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't have to experience that because, like I say, you had home court. You know what I mean? Like, so now with the let's get paid quad, man. How you think, the city is right now when it with that loss, man? That's a big loss. You know what I'm saying? It just goes to show, you know, like you have to really watch yourself, even if I'm learning from that right there. He was pushing positivity just like I am, you know what I'm saying? But he was sturdy at the same time. You're not gonna play with him. I didn't know him personally, but it was like, I don't know. It's just I'm learning off it. I'm like, you know what? I gotta really, it's making me be more on my P's and Q's and shit. So how's the energy out there in the city with that loss?
We lost. I don't know if it was me, but we just lost you for like a good minute.
Oh damn. Okay. So all right. I said right. The LPG quad, may he rest in peace. I was asking, she said, we just lost you for a whole minute. All right. I was asking, how's the energy out there in the city from that loss? That's a big loss, and me seeing that, like I said, I have my scholar and my doctorate in learning from other people's mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, like he was pushing peace. He was sturdy. At the same time, like you're not gonna play with him. You could just tell. I never met the boy or nothing, but you could just tell. You know what I'm saying? And it just made me think, like, damn, like even when you're pushing peace, even when you're not on that, like, yes, you could still get that, and that shit's so sad. What is the energy out there like?
It's sticky right now. That was definitely a big loss. And Young is like learning from people. People got to learn from just people. This is not the first one we lose like that.
Yeah, Fat
It's
G's. What, last
nothing.
year or the year before?
Hmm.
You know what I mean,
You heard Michiho
yep, yep,
got into nothing.
yeah,
Nothing. Super cool dude. It's
yep.
just like people need to this coming up behind that shit need to learn from that and get up out of here.
Hmm.
You ain't
Yeah,
safe. I don't care. Even if you on your block, you're not safe no more. Nowhere. When you up where to a certain extent, you can't just be around no more.
yeah. You gotta understand, like. I feel like that's what a lot of people fail at, man. Like they don't realize that they don't understand how big they are. They really think they're just, all right, I'm from my block. I'm still you're not
Mm-hmm.
regular no more. You can't move around. You can't let everybody have access to you no more like that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, man, he rest in peace, man. That's a big loss, and it's like that shit's nasty, bro.
He
And
just
I
had
feel
his balloon release earlier. Big.
yeah, I seen that. What's it called? And he made it to 30 too. Like, you
Yeah.
see what I mean? That's rare out there. And for him to make it to 30, that speaks volumes. That told you the type of person he was. Like he wasn't,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm sure he was sturdy and he gonna defend himself. You know what I mean? But come on, man, that shit's wild, bro. That shit's wild. That shit, that really, when I seen that, I was like, come on, man. That people ain't shit. Like, people ain't shit, bro. Now
So
the
now you
person go
you
go ahead.
think like, oh, they took him. Why wouldn't they have a problem taking somebody else for nothing?
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
just
That's
how it work here.
and that's making me like be like, yo, I gotta even be like even more paranoid and more moving and more on my shit because I do hood
Mm-hmm.
vlogs. I'm outside. I'm boots on the ground. I'm immersing myself with the people. I'm not just in
Yeah.
the studio. You know what I mean? I'm right outside with the people. So it's just making me be like, yo, I could get it too. Even niggas don't care. I'm pushing peace and I'm not picking those sides. Motherfuckers, hate is hate. Envy is envy. Jealousy is
Yep.
jealousy. And all that combined together, you create unalivings, homicides, and all that. You know what I'm saying? That there you go. There come the birth of violence. You know what I mean? So I know that's gonna really have people staying in the house right now, that shit, because he wasn't no regular dude. There's a lot of
Yep.
people that love him and they're angry.
Yep.
Stay inside. You connected to the
That's
people.
bound though, bound to quick be find out who was behind it.
Of
It
course,
was too many cameras in that place and all that.
I feel bad for the whoever did it. I don't feel bad for them. I feel bad for their families that had nothing to do with nothing. Now you out there doing that to
Yeah.
people and you don't have the money. You're out there backdooring people for one. You're out there doing that to
Hmm.
people, and then you don't have the money to move everything you love out of that city. You're stupid. You know what I mean? You know
And
what I mean?
obviously
Like,
they didn't have no type of money to move nobody nowhere. They claimed it was a robbery.
yeah, he wasn't giving up nothing. I bet you. Just like P&B Rock. He wasn't
Another
giving, may
good
he
one.
rest
It
in
wasn't
peace.
here, but
Yeah.
another good one that
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
deserved it.
And you already know he's from Germantown. He ain't giving up nothing.
Hmm.
He even said it. He telling you. I guarantee you this is how the conversation went. When the young boy came up to an asshole, he said, I'm not giving you shit. Fuck out of here. And that, I guarantee you that was his exact words.
Hmm.
And then what happened happened. You know what I mean?
That's how you really be knowing if niggas is pushing or pushing. Because you calling a motherfucker bluff. You want to come take it. Some
Yeah.
people will get shook up. Like, okay, well, I got a pistol. He ain't got nothing. He calling my bluff. What he going to do?
Yeah.
And they just take action there. And
Yeah.
that's all out of fear.
Yeah. What you just said. A
In
pussy nigga?
Spanish is el listo muere, mano pendejo. Or el
Uh-huh.
pendejo muere, mano listo.
See.
That's it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, there's so many people filled in prisons doing life, not because they ruthless killers, it's because they were scary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Robbery's gone bad, or nigga got his ass whooped and he went back. You know what I mean?
In the blink of an eye.
Or he's tender dick because his lady gave up her box to another man. It's hers. It's not yours. Let her have. Now you in there forever, bull's dead, and then she's outside still doing her. You know what I mean? Now you in
You
there
see
with a whole
that
bunch.
a lot over here
Come on, bro.
nowadays too. People getting
That's
smoked behind coochie, like real
all I'm
bad.
trying to tell you. Exactly. Exactly.
Now you going
Exactly.
to jail because you smoked somebody over her coochie. Now she out here effing Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Yo, mans,
What
yo,
was the purpose of
peoples.
that?
Mm-hmm.
People just don't be thinking at the heat of the moment. But that shit like that ain't worth it at all.
Yeah.
At all. Like it's
I
really
couldn't.
not.
The only way I could see myself unaliving somebody over a woman, it has to be my daughters, my mother, my lady. It has to be they're being violated.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I've never been the one, man. Hell no, you tripping. People be wilding. Niggas be
Yeah.
wilding, bro.
Yes.
Wilding.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I mean? And I know there's so many dudes in there doing 23-1 right now for the next 1,000 years, and like, damn, I could have easily got somebody else. It's too late now.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Plenty of more fishes in the sea.
Now, I haven't been in Philly in a few years. I'll be going back soon though, and especially, you know what I mean? Got my family still there, and now, building up the motion now. I feel like, I'm getting momentum now that I can present my platform to Philly now. Hence you and I doing what we're doing. Um, I don't know how it looks out there right now. Only what I see is from what I see on YouTube and Instagram and shit. But I'm not boots on the ground out there yet again. So I'm asking this. Are they getting younger and younger on them blocks? Like I seen somewhere
Oh
in West
yeah.
Philly on YouTube, there was a 7-year-old. 7-year-old. I seen it. I'm gonna send you the link. Pushing dope. 7. He was 7. He was serving zombies. I seen it. I'm like, what?
The youngest of the again because it be so normal. They see their brothers coming in every day with block money, block work. They just think it's normal. They just see the money coming. Now I want to do that.
Yeah.
And again, the broken homes because there's no way my kid is going out there at 7 years old. It's the broken
Yeah.
homes where the moms be just sometimes. Honestly, they be even busy at work and
True
don't have
that.
nobody watch the kids, and they're little bit by little slipping outside. And you
Their
don't even know.
14-year-old daughter or son is watching the kids. You know what I
Yep,
mean? And they trying to be a kid them damn selves. It's
got
just it's
kids raising
nasty.
kids.
Yeah, it's nasty and oh man, I forgot what I was about to say. Go ahead. Damn, it'll come to me.
Kids, yeah, if the kids raising
Oh yeah,
kids,
yeah.
that's
When
that bad.
when I was running around, like we seen kids playing, not playing the block. They were like lookouts. I never seen on any block I ever been on a fucking 7, 8-year-old pushing dope. I'm sorry, I never seen that, and I was outside out there.
Horrible,
From
horrible.
2004 to the end of 2016, I was the fuck outside there. You know what I'm saying? So I never fucking came across a child pushing any type of drug. If anything, they had shit in their backpack transferring son. That's the first farthest I've seen shit. Or looking out. Talk about bajando. That's it. You know what I mean? Or sometimes in occasion, dope part of rock riding around on their fucked up bikes and shit. You know what I mean? You know how it is.
In your time, you say you seen it in the book bag. Now you
Yeah.
see something on a 12-year-old hip, a 10-year-old hip.
Yeah, hand-to-hand transaction too. Like I was like, yo, is this a skit? Like, and it was real life because I knew it was real life when the zombie sat down and I'm like, wow.
It's real. It's real. Here, the streets ain't got no age to pull you in. None.
Yeah.
And a lot of people end up there, besides the broken homes and all that, lazy. A lot of people with this, I ain't trying to work under nobody, or I ain't getting paid this, I ain't working that. People don't want jobs no more. That shit crazy. Everybody want they own money this way and that way, but y'all not doing nothing in your power.
Right.
Nothing in the way. And where in the way take you? To the streets. Then they see fast money. Oh, I'm definitely ain't getting no job. It's over from there on out. Not knowing that all the sacrifices you doing and putting that money, they either spending it on a daily or you saving that for lawyer because they bound to come get your ass.
Hell yeah. You know, damn, because you know we're not gonna be naming blocks on this. That's too reckless.
Yeah.
But all right, so there's a block, right? That there's a school that they used to sit up on the roof and watch motherfuckers. I don't know if you know. I think you know what I'm talking. It's around the block that I said earlier off camera to you. You know what I'm talking about, right? I was on that block, and there was the block over. It was the chick I was talking about who was a dictator and just buying souls, all that shit, bro. She was scary, bro. I ain't too proud of it. I wasn't scared of her, but I knew I was very cautious of her. You know what I'm saying? I had no dealings with her, nothing, because she just let that power go to her head, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they used to sit there and just watch. They sat there and watched for months, bro. They're like the feds, PD they like trying to be like the feds. They're not your normal cops. You know what I'm saying? Normal cops just rush in, right? They sit there and be like the feds and give you enough rope to hang your nut ass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we had that a couple times. In the younger, they used to sit on the hospital. You know, the hospital somewhere in Lehigh.
Yeah, you sit on the. I already knew what you was talking about.
Right from there, straight to my mom's crib.
Yeah. Damn, that's a view. They had some super binoculars. That's some NASA shit.
But we were actually closer. We used to live close to that hospital.
Oh, okay. All right.
So from there,
again,
I told you, I mentioned about my mom. She got some stories to tell. Like,
hopefully she could be on Sunday.
A lot of shit going on. Okay.
Bring her Sunday, and then I have somebody for the Sunday after that. I try to get them for this Sunday coming, but they can't. But the following Sunday, I got somebody, so we could just ping pong it. That's one cool. Sunday, we do it like that. You know what I'm saying? One Sunday you bring somebody, one Sunday you bring somebody. You know what I mean? That's how we go. Yo, I'm excited for this, bro.
Me
like,
too,
it's not being done in Philly. Like, you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody in Philly that's podcasting, doing their thing, like First 48, Philly First 48. You know, shout out to Trendsetter Shady, the Shady Show, Box News. You know, Box News. You know, he's funny as shit. And other people, American Confidential. You know what I'm saying? Like a bunch of other people. If I forget the names, my bad. But shout out to all the Philly content creators, man, and everybody in Philly that's doing anything, man. All entrepreneurs, you know what I'm saying, and people that are battling addiction and just struggling right now, man. Like, you know what I mean? Just keep praying and just keep striving, man. You know, one day it'll get better. Yeah, man. Like I say, I'm really excited for this, man. Like, is there anything else you want to touch on before, we won't be too long. I feel like when we interview people, we'll do like an hour plus, but when it's just us, we'll probably just do 30 minutes, a little bit over. But is there anything you want to touch on or?
No, that's cool. We hit base. Yeah.
Let the people know where to find you.
I'm located at 2852 North 5th Street, Philadelphia, PA. Yes. I'm there Monday through Friday from 11 to 6.
And it's called. Go ahead, Taina Tees, man.
Taina Tees, yeah. Look me up on my business page on Instagram.
You could Google her.
That too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Both.
All right. Well, you catch us. Everybody catch us every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Man, we will be interviewing people that survived them back blocks and turning their lives to the good for the good. Man. Blessings, everybody. Thank you, Taina. Have a blessed night.
Good night.
Good night. Taina Tees, man. Y'all go follow her on Instagram, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure later she'll make her own YouTube channel. I'll try to tell her, be like, yo, you should make a channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure she will. But yeah, man, every Sunday, man, catch this, man. I'm really excited for this, man. Like, you know what I mean? But I've been wanting to do my thing, for Philadelphia, but I wanted to wait till I had a certain amount of, momentum and clout. And you got to strike when the iron's hot, and the iron is piping hot right now. So this is me striking. So blessings to everybody. Subscribe and hit the bell to the channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a motherfucking friend. You know what I mean? Smoking Politic with me. Rager Records, Rager the brand, Dominant Apparel, By Any Means UK, man. Tying the T's, man. TT, man. Subscribe and hit that bell to the channel. Blessings.